final hour of the show. You're listening to Lunch on Caps. This is the career mode with Jack. We speak into the aviation lady, the pilot, Ntombi. Welcome back, Ntombi. I mean, now, if you say that you are a graduate of aviation, how easy or hard it is for you to get an exposure, to get a job?
The actual aviation is the word that I associate aviation with is safety. So there's nothing easy about trying to keep the safetyness of the industry, So it's difficult in that sense. I mean, for the exams, you have to get over 75% to pass. So if you get 74%, it's a fail. If you get 74.5, it's a fail.
Wow.
So you need to get for each and every subject. So I think what they're trying to make sure is that you kind of know everything that you need to know to apply it when you start flying commercially or when you're a traffic controller, because it's the same as well. So you can't just chance it. So to get in is not as hard as it used to be. There's a whole lot of people that can assist if one wants to be in the space. But to remain in the space, it's something that you consistently have to maintain. Like your license, you have to renew it. They need to make sure you can still fly. Like if you haven't flown for a while, even if you are flying, each and every year you have to renew them. We need to make sure that whatever changes that there are, you are very well aware. So if you're flying from one aeroplane to the other, you need to do a refresher course on all of those things. So it's something that you constantly have to maintain. It's exams that you constantly have to write. If there's something new in the industry, you have to do a course. So it's something that stimulates your mind. So it's not something you do and then you are done. It's just a continuous learning process, which is very fulfilling. Like I said, I've done it for long, and I don't mind.
What has been the highlight of your career in the aviation space?
Flying with my daughter.
So you were piloting the plane?
I was piloting the plane. It was just the two of us, and unfortunately she doesn't want to join aviation. She's got her own things going on.
How old is she?
She's 17.
Wow. Yeah.
So tell us something. We were talking in the break about logging flight hours, right? Those qualify you to fly commercially, right? So if you're a person who's gotten through the stage of getting your degree and your pilot license, how then do you go ahead and try find those hours? Where can you go?
Okay, so to get your commercial pilot's license, you need a minimum of 200 hours. So I've got about 300 hours now. So you need 200 hours minimum, and then airlines want you to have 1,000 hours. So now there's that gap between 200 hours and 1,000 or 1,500 for some airline. So a lot of people, what they do is they train to be flight instructors. So if you're a flight instructor, you log those hours so that you can get the necessary hours that the airlines want.
Yeah.
You go and you fly for smaller companies. You can do crop spraying. You can do charters, but in the smaller aeroplanes that don't require you to have the many hours that the big airlines need. So there's a lot of ways one can go around, but it's a very expensive exercise as well, because if you do it on your own, to log 1 hour, it costs you about 1,800 rand. So imagine I need about 700 hours. Yeah, so it's a journey.
Someone on WhatsApp wants to know what are the side effects of flying regularly.
The unfortunate thing, if you are a regular flyer, whether you're a pilot or a cabin crew member, you can't donate your organs. So because of the differential in pressure, every time that the cabin is depressurized, so it affects, you don't get sick, but they can't reuse them should you die. So that's the only thing that I can think of. Other than that, it's really fun.
Okay.
Let's talk about the type of planes that a pilot can fly. I mean, all we know is these commercial 747s that they show in the movies. But what type of planes can a qualified pilot fly? And what are the differences?
So you learn how to fly in generally what I learned how to fly in. It's a Cessna 172. It's a small little aeroplane with one engine in the front. We call it a fan that's just rotating there, and it's a 4-seater. So that's basically it's one of the most popular ones to train. It's very forgiving because I've put that thing on the ground very many times when I was learning how to fly.
Talking about hard landings.
Yeah. So So generally, you learn how to fly in that. There's Pipers, so you get the small ones, and then you obviously graduate into bigger ones. But what I need to tell everybody is that for each and every different aeroplane you fly, you have to get a rating on that, because it's very different inside and how they perform. So you need to learn how to land it, because it's very each and every different. It's not like a car, like I can drive a BM tomorrow and drive a Benz today. No.
But isn't it like cars anyways? I mean, we've got different codes for different types of cars. I mean, you've got a code 10, you've got a code 14, you've got a code 8.
But if you've got a code 10, whatever in that range is there, you can drive.
Yeah.
So if you're flying a 737, let me just make an example. For Mango Airlines has 737, 737-800s and 737-400s. They look the same, but they're not the same. They don't handle the same. So you need to know how to work both of them. So like for instance an Airbus and a Boeing. You can't, just because I fly a Boeing, I cannot now just go and jump into an Airbus cockpit and fly it. I need to be rated on the Airbus as well.
All right, so it's 29 minutes after 2 o'clock. So now we're going to kick back, relax a bit, and play some music, and then we're going to come back to speak more to the aviation lady, Ntombi.